Well, hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm. So I went and I got this little critter last night. I think it's a 6-foot. It used to be like an International Machinery Company or something, bush hog. Anyway, we're all hooked up. I added some engine oil this morning. It was a quart low. I haven't checked it since the day I got it, so I don't know how long it's been, how long it takes to run it low on oil. I have this puddle, which is can't really smell it, but anyway, I don't know what it is. It's oil, definitely oil, but I don't know if it's hydraulic or engine or what. So anyway, but we got the bush hog. It's greased, it's got oil in it. We've got the tractor, it's got oil, it's got coolant in it. Still don't have a temperature gauge. I don't know what's going on with that, but anyway, I've got everything else I wanted, but no temperature gauge. So let's see what it'll do. Other than that. Okay, so that should be first gear. Let's put the PTO in gear. Let's just pull up on my handle anyway. Right. Push down to get the PTO in gear. And as I said, non-live PTO, so it's a little rough to begin with, but anyway, we'll raise it up a little bit. Not that much. Should really undo that top link, I guess, but anyway. Damn thing acts like it's missing a blade. I didn't look at that. No, it's got both blades. Huh. Wonder why it's acting like that. Anyway, try and engage it again here real quick, see what happens, I guess. Lift it up in the air. One thing about bush hogging without live PTO. Okay, there we go. It's got all the kinks out of it now. The blades are just stuck, I guess. Let's try that, see if I can get it in gear. Or not. That may be a problem. Yep, no live power. No live power, kind of sucks. Different when you're bush hogging. I think it's still okay with it though. Doing pretty good. The carburetor definitely has an issue though. It is trying to flood out in the right position. So what I I've been having to do is take this hammer and reach up there and tap on the carburetor bowl to keep it going. But yeah, something, the float's sticking open, so we're gonna have to address that. But so far so good. So anyway, I stopped to open the gate and was gonna check the temperature and realized I didn't have my temperature gun, so had to go get it. But if it was gonna have any real heating issues, it should have done it by now. So 148. Guess we're doing okay. It's running a 6-foot bush hog. I mean, that's about really what you should be able to expect out of this poor little thing. I disturbed the grasshoppers really well, but you know, it'll be all right. All we gotta do, that little patch back there, and see what gives then. So far, I'm not seeing anything we really didn't know about though. The carburetor, like I said, the carburetor's messed up a little bit, and we've got the leak on the steering box, which needs help anyway. At road speed with that bush hog behind you, it's pretty noticeable that it's messed up. So anyway, find a home for this thing. Right there should probably do. We're not going to be getting too wild and crazy. And put the tractor in gear, put the bush hog in gear. Maybe. Did it jump out of gear? Or did something break? That's better. Okay. Can't complain about that at all. Whatsoever. Damned old crabapple trees. Very thick stuff here or anything, but you know, I think it'd do okay and better, or you know, heavier cutting. It's not really hurting for power now, so anyway. Seems to be running really well, honestly. I haven't had to tap on the carburetor for a few rounds. Well, okay. PTO disengage. And then we should be able to stop the tractor. Anyway, we've got, what do we got there? I don't know, we got oil pressure still at a lower speed, so that's extraordinarily good. We definitely got a cockroach in the carburetor, but anyway, that's not so good, but it's not a big deal either because it's just the carburetor. We can figure something out for that, maybe. Check the temperature, if I can get my temperature gun put back together. Stay running, old girl. But yeah, that carburetor is definitely giving me some grief. Of course, I may be running out of fuel too, by the looks of that, I'm going to say I'm running out of fuel too. Probe 157. So it definitely don't run hot. I better hurry up and get to the garage before it runs out of gas. Well, would you look at that dumb shit. Damn it. Anyway, carburetor's dribbling gas everywhere again. Imagine that. Anyway, so we definitely got carburetor problems. So yeah, that's troublesome, but anyway, just got to beat the shit out of it. It'll work sometimes, sometimes it don't. But it's definitely flooding out. The float is sticking, or the needle valve is screwed up or something. Anyway, so we got that to deal with, but not right now. I've got an air bubble there in my fuel filter, so I suspect I'm out of fuel almost. Anyway, let's see. Since the little guy was just so adamant that we needed a gas gauge, he brought one from the farm. I got my backer stick over here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Gas gauge. Oh yes, he's very adamant that we needed a gas gauge over here, so here we go. And I should not be out of fuel yet by any means. Okay. Doesn't mean that's not part of the problem, but anyway, yeah. Of course that, and then there's this too, which who's to say that this new cap's actually working right and venting. But anyway, it's on there. Let's see if taking it off filled my filter up. It did not. As a matter of fact, it made it go lower. Anyway, issues continue, right? So we've got more troubles to do with the carburetor and fuel supply in general. Nothing big though. I mean, we've got, okay, so that puddle right there is running down from the steering. We knew it was leaking, we didn't know how bad. Now we know how bad. This is after I drove it last night. This is today. I've run it, you know, reasonably hard for a good hour, and it didn't quit me, and it didn't leave me too terrible. It didn't overheat, maintained oil pressure. You know, hell, I think we've got a pretty solid little tractor. Carburetor issues. I need to fix that leak. But I need to get an actual sediment bulb for the fuel tank. I'm still going to have an inline filter, but we're going to have a sediment bulb on the fuel tank. And I got to track down the right size, because it's probably, or at least it should be, whatever that is, 1/2 inch out of the tank. But then it's going to have to be a short little bowl on the thing to make it work right. Whatever that is, 3/8 1/2 inch pipe thread in the bottom of the tank. But that won't fit in there with the way it's made, so we got to come up with a way to make that work, or just the correct sediment bulb. Either way, whatever works there. And then of course we'll have to run a line and, you know, all that good shit. But either way, simple stuff. Wiring, since we're going to have all this back apart from here to here off, we might as well do the wiring, fix it up right. As far as that goes, I may even go ahead and just stick some LED lights on it while we're at it. I know that's not the original, it's not correct and whatever, but I don't care, it'll work. I don't have a loader for it. If I could track one down here shortly, I would be just ecstatic, because I'd love to have this little tractor as a loader tractor, but I don't have one, so I'm not too worried about it, and I'm not going to go searching for one either. This should be a two-way valve, okay, meaning up and down, so then we can have power up and power down on an implement. So we would need to do away with this, which is loader plumbing, and then put in tap in another port right here, and then we can run two lines and be able to pick up discs or the hay bine, or, you know, anything we need to move around with it, we could do that. That's the stuff I'm going to do if I decide to keep it. If I'm going to sell it to somebody else, I'm not going to worry too much about that. We're going to fix that leak, get some tires on it. If I run out of things to do in the next 2 weeks, we're going to paint it. But if I keep it, on the list of things to do if I keep it, that stuff over there, and we're going to cut a hole in this hood right here, and we're going to run the exhaust vertically, because I hate, my foot is on fire. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. My foot is on fire. The muffler is right there, okay? That gets hot. So anyway, we've got that leak to fix for sure, and we're going to rewire it, and if I get bored enough, I'll paint it. So that's what's upcoming the next 2 weeks from yesterday. Naturally, I'm probably going to get inherit a few other jobs too, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, that's all for today. I'm happy. It runs, it works. We didn't develop any new issues. The only other thing that I saw that I really should do is this steering stop, because that's your steering stop, or where it should be is right there. It's broke off, so I need to cut a piece and weld it on there. This tire will do this really bad when you get it turned too sharp, because it doesn't have anything to stop it. So anyway, I guess that's all for now. Say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, but this is my tractor.
Oh, it's his tractor now. We'll talk to you guys later.